Obviously the most memorable thing about the whole promotion was what you alluded to, his son kicking you in the nuts.
Yeah.
Um, Looking back on that, man, like just give me your thoughts overall about that situation, because that went viral and that was a very, very awkward situation too.
Was. Like I said, man, there's everything, anything that happens that's bad has a seed of equivocal benefit. You know what I mean? I don't know how this can benefit it. It may take 20 years from now. It could benefit me. I don't know. I wouldn't have went that far. I think it was a low move, but you don't know what it opened up for me. You don't know what that situation created for me in the future. So I'm not particularly mad at it. I look back at it and laugh too. If it wasn't me and it was somebody else, I'd cry laughing also. Like, that's something funny, but I don't like that it happened to me sometimes, but hey.
Obviously it hurt, right? He got you pretty good.
And listen, I'm black. Yes, I was in pain.
When he went up to you, you gave him a pat and then he kicked you. What were you thinking, like, when he kicked you, and then after all that, like, what were the thoughts in your mind?
Well, see, the only reason why I pat him on the head, I didn't know who he was. I thought he was one of the kids. You know how sometimes they bring kids up on stage, weigh-ins to take pictures and do. That's happened numerous times before. So I thought that's who he was. So it was more or less like, hey, little buddy, let's take a picture together. I guess he didn't want to take a picture. They took a lot of pictures of what he did, though.
After, like, what were your thoughts after that, though? Like, when it happened, like, immediately after, when you're still there on stage?
Yeah, I was like dismayed. Like, I was like in disbelief. I couldn't believe it was happening to me. I'm like, yo, you're like, tell me I'm on a Truman Show right now. Like, this isn't happening to me right now. Like, I didn't just get punched in the nuts and kicked in the nuts by a kid, and they let him get away with it. Like, I felt like, I don't know, like I thought Ashton Kutcher was about to jump out of the back from the way. It's like, yo, you've been punked. Like,
Did you ever talk to Billy Joe about it, or did he say anything about it?
Nah, after the announcement that went after the fight, his son, like, sarcastically grabbed the mic and was like, sorry for punching you in the nuts. And I'm like, whatever. But I knew that they really didn't care, because when my caravan got to the back of the arena to where I was coming in, with my team to come to the fight, his sons were back there by my door waiting for me. We had to wait in our caravan for like a good maybe 20 minutes for security to come get them. And I'm the one that noticed him. I said, yo, that's the little kid that kicked me in the nuts yesterday. I'm not going in that door. I said, bro, I'm not walking in that door. I'm gonna get kicked and punched again. I was like, no, I'm not. We literally sat in our caravan outside of the arena for about 20 minutes until security came and moved the kids.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Do you think it was at any way like mind games being played by them and the promoters and Saunders themselves?
Yeah, absolutely, man, because I did 2 interviews that I never even freaking found on the internet, just to hear Billy Joe Saunders get on there and, like, go crazy and hear, who was it, Frank Warren hype him up. You know what I mean? He's just on the phone going like buck noodles. He's going like crazy. And I never got my hands on any of those interviews. So I wouldn't be surprised if they just had me on three-way with somebody in their family or something, just talking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was some of the weirdest stuff. People were knocking at my door like 3 a.m. I mean, we got held up at the airport for like 4 hours when we first got. The game started as soon as the flight landed, man. Like, when I look back on it, it's actually funny.
Wait, why did they hold you up at the airport?
Man, it was crazy stuff. When I went to that same airport the first time, we got to go over to London to do the press conference. Same airport, got in, no problem, was cool, in and out. I don't know what happened this time. I don't know, maybe because I brought my coaches with me. There was like 4 black men at the same time. I don't know, maybe we looked, I don't know what happened, but they held us up at the airport for about 2.5, 3 hours, asking us so many different questions. What are you over here for? What are you doing this for? Had to pull out all of these papers, had to have Frank Warren email us stuff to show. I'm like, man. The flight landed.
Yeah. Has that ever happened before? Like, do fighters do these sort of things, like play to this extent, like mind games with their opponents, where they're messing with like logistical stuff and like when they're traveling and all that?
Absolutely. 1 second. What do you need? Huh? Yeah. Okay. My wife, she has to make a delivery.
It's all good.
Yeah, you know, she's a seamstress, so.
Mm-hmm.
But oh, my bad. What was the question again?
I asked you, in your professional career, have you noticed that fighters do these sort of things? Like, will mess with the other fighters, like rooms, or send people to mess with them, or like mess up with like their travel or logistical thing to get like a mental edge on them?
Yeah, man, you got to think like this. I mean, it takes one thread, right? If you look at the shirt you have on, it started out as one thread. And if you can take that thread, you can literally, and you pull at it enough, you can unravel the whole shirt you're wearing. There's some guys that think on that petty of a level, you know what I mean? And that's how it works for them. Like, it seems to happen to me a lot. Like, a couple times I've gotten to the dressing room and my gloves weren't there. And I'm talking custom gloves, not gloves like that were provided by the promoter. I'm talking gloves that I had stood there with Everlast, signed off on at the weigh-ins the day before, and oh, wait a minute, my gloves didn't make it here. Like, that type of stuff. Like, I've had to deal with a lot of that. And does it happen and does it go on in boxing? I mean, yes. But listen, that's anybody. It's not just boxing. You can't look at boxing and say it's a dirty sport. That's anything. If anyone can give you any type of a little edge to reassure that you win, 9 times out of 10, you're going to take it. No matter who you are as an individual, I'm honest, I'm this, I'm this, I'm that. It may be some things you won't do, but it's not anything that's, you know what I mean? Like, you may have limits to what you do, but no one's 100% like, oh, I'm not. Listen, if the promoters were on my side and had all of the money in me and said, hey, we're going to starve this guy a little bit to make sure you get warmed up a little bit longer, the money is in me and they got to continue making their money. I understand that. You know, there's a business side that comes with it. I don't think it. It's not moral. I don't like it. It's not morally correct, but that's the way the world goes.
Yo, yes, you. Thank you so much for watching this video, and make sure to subscribe for more videos of your favorite fighters over here on Fight Up TV, and give us a follow online as well at Fight Up TV on Twitter and on Instagram. We appreciate it, guys.